back to Kung Fu Maintenance. They had a door king given an error message. The gate was malfunctioning for an entry gate, and it said power down, exchange chip. So here's what needs to happen in order to possibly reset it. Hopefully it's not a bad chip, but here's what you can do to reset it or reset the chip.
Okay, I got a front gate malfunctioning. Erase memory, I'm going to go no, but it says power down, exchange chip. So today I'm going to be resetting the chip.
So what we need to do here is pull out the whole board, and in order to do that there's two screws up at the top just above the display, one on each side, that hold it in place. They're just standard Phillips screws. Now I'm going to do this live. Definitely have to be careful. It is electricity and power and everything, so be real careful. Anyway, going to remove the two screws that hold it in place. There's the first one. These have a battery backup, so it's almost impossible to, well, it's much more difficult to try to do this disconnecting the power. So again, we're going to be doing this live, so just be real careful to only touch the board, or don't touch anything if you're not sure what you're doing, but I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. I'm going to slide it straight up and just going to kind of wiggle it a little bit side to side as I pull it straight up. Then I'm going to carefully position it, and what you're looking for is the big tall chip, and my particular one was right in the center. This is for a door king, so the chip is right in the center, and it's held in place with a clamp bar arm that releases the pins. Basically, swing it up, and then you'll be able to remove the chip. Again, very carefully. Now the power is removed from the board, and the reason that we pulled it out is so that the chip is not energized when we remove the chip. So that's important. We don't want to fry the chip. So all you got to do is take that little arm there and pull the arm up. Again, that'll release the chip and allow you to pull the chip out. So again, swing it up, and then you'll be able to remove the chip. On some systems, the arm will be sideways. On those systems, you want to swing that arm to the side, and then you'll be able to pull the chip straight out. So here it is. You just move the arm up, and then you'll be able to pull the chip out. And do it very carefully. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to basically reset the chip. But the way that you do that is you're going to cancel out the tiny bit of charge that's in the chip just by rubbing your fingers along the metal prongs. Be very gentle. You're not wanting to bend anything for sure. You're just going to carefully just rub your fingers back and forth across the prongs, just real gently. That's going to cancel out the static, or the tiny charge that's in the chip, and then you're going to reset it. Again, putting it in, you're going to be really gentle, and it only, you need to move it all the way up first where it needs to be, and push it in just a tiny bit, but not even any pressure really. It's just kind of just putting it in place, and then you're able to swing the lock arm down, lock it in place, and then you're ready to reinsert the board into its socket. Again, it's live power, so be real careful. And if you're nervous about this, you can actually turn it off at the breaker, but there is still a battery there, so there is still power, so you're just gonna have to be real careful. Slide it into its socket and just kind of wiggle it side to side a little bit, but you're wanting to make sure everything's lined up so that it can drop down into its socket. Now your display should show your settings again, and you may need to go to your computer and sync all the data, or re-update your system, resync the data, or send all data. at the Door King control system. But now you're good to go, back in business. If for some reason it didn't reset, it means you got a bad chip and it's time to replace that chip. Anyway, thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. That's how to reset or replace the chip.
Okay, now we can resend all the data, and if it doesn't come back as a bad chip, we're all good. If it's a bad chip, we got a bad chip and need to replace it.